My real name is Kwete Podal, short for AK. The K is silent. I be trying to let people, try to teach people how to say my name, but just make it easy. Say AK. It turns out to AK-47, whatever they want to call it. I grew up in a really poor family from West Africa. My country name is Togo, and my first language is French. And I moved out here when I was 20 years old. And my biggest barrier was learning the language. But one of the greatest things that I had to learn to overcome is the first thing that I always believe in is when you have faith in something, anything is possible. My mom pretty much was my biggest motivation in pretty much my whole life. She worked so hard for me just to get here. And I remember when I was leaving, my whole family, my mom, my dad, they were crying. And I was just telling my mom, I'm like, why are you crying? It's me. Don't worry, I'll make through. I'll be fine. Just get me in there, just get me on the ground and I'll be fine. She helped a lot praying for my first semester. And after, when I came, I remember going to the dorms and realizing I only had $20 left in my pocket. And I had to find a job as soon as possible. And going through the street of New York, sometimes I still think about it, get emotional about it, but it's been a long journey and I'm so grateful how far God has brought me. I landed a job working at the ice cream store, which is funny, getting paid $6 an hour. That's how I was able to afford my room and board and pay for tuition. And I was working 70 hours a week and going to school full time. After my first semester, I got a letter from school saying that I had to leave my dorm because I wasn't able to afford my room and board. And and that was the first time I became homeless. Excuse me, sorry. We're going back. All right, let's get this together. So I came home and they told me that I had to leave, and I had to make a decision, and I didn't want to give up on my education. So I started working. I kept working, and the store that I was working at, I was sleep there sometimes. So sometimes I would sleep. Can't believe I'm doing this. Yes. One of my friends, that was a really good friend of mine from back home, offered me to come and stay with him. And I said, all I need is just a place to put my clothes. And I kept working at the ice cream store. And I remember this lady came in one day, and it was the first day. And I was like, wait a second, I don't speak no English. And she asked me, where she want cookies and cream. I said, what in the world is she asking me? Because all I knew was chocolate and vanilla. And there's like 30 ice cream. I said, oh my goodness, she's about to make me lose my job. And I was like, this lady is crazy. So I asked my manager, I said, I saw somebody there washing dishes. I would love to do that all day. I'm a good dishwasher. I always had a dictionary on my hand, French and English. How can I help you? What is it that you need? Let's go to the cashier, you pay your money, and buy. But when you try to have a conversation with me, that's where I started panicking. I was like, this lady doesn't get it. I don't speak your language. I was really also fortunate when I moved in here. They gave me a scholarship after I took my test, and I scored really high in the math. And they said, oh, okay, you scored really good. We're going to reduce your tuition. And I got a scholarship from there. But that scholarship didn't really cover much because I had to pay $3,500 a semester plus $1,400 for the whole semester for room and board. And I was getting paid $6 an hour. I'm like, how in the world you want me to do all this? I told my manager I need whatever hours I can get. I didn't tell anybody. No one knew about all this. And this is the first time in Canada I'm talking about it, which is funny to me, which is why it brought me a little cheers. I don't like thinking about it. My brother-in-law called me. He said, you need to get over to Omaha. It's better in Omaha. From Omaha, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. And in Atlanta, that's where everything started for me. My best friend called me one day. He's like, yo, you got to come to this model gig. I said, model? Do I look like a model dude? The next day they called me and they offered me a contract. And that's how everything started for me. Started taking pictures, started traveling. And I got a call from an agent in LA. And that agent, he used to work for the government. And he's like, I'm gonna offer you a good contract when you come to LA. So when I came to LA, getting that modeling contract, I was traveling a lot, going to New York, LA, Miami. Did a lot of gigs. I even went overseas. 2007, did jet calendar, flew me to Cancun. And I did a lot of fitness magazine. I had Auto Models, one of my biggest agency, and I also have model management in New York. I can't fail. That was just not an option. I remember I had to make a decision at the time. That was the second time I became homeless when I came to LA. It was certain things that I didn't like about the modeling industry, and I had to make some radical decisions. And in the midst of all this, I became homeless again. And that second time, it was a choice that I had to make, because I have a daughter to feed, I have a mom and dad to take care of, and that rent that I was gonna pay can go to them and feed them. So I chose to live in my car at that time. And I'll go to the gym about 3 times a day because I had to go shower, right? And one of the trainers saw me at the gym and he's like, yo, you need to become a trainer. I said, I see what you guys do. I don't like none of that. I work hard, and if you're gonna work hard with me, let's go at it. And they're like, no, you need to become a trainer. So I took a chance. I was looking for another job anyway. I took a chance, went and took my test, passed the test, and that's how I started being a trainer. I saw CJ, I said, you're the man, okay? And it was just not just a gym that I was looking for. I was looking more for like a family environment, somewhere I can grow, someone I can see myself be one day. I gotta have a meeting with you, man. Just the first day I was like, this guy is full of knowledge. So I said, yo, you gotta have lunch, we gotta talk, and I kept asking all these questions. And from everything that I knew, I was like, I'm gonna add all these up, and this is gonna be on. And that's where everything started for me. Coming to the gym, I was like, man, I gotta transfer this knowledge and try to help people get better. Because for me, when a client tells me, oh, my blood pressure is dropping, I don't have to struggle to go up the stairs anymore. It satisfies me better than them trying to say, oh, I'm gonna pay you more to lose this weight. That had nothing to do with it. Your health is more important. If I can get somebody to get back on their feet, even at the age of 60 years old, you still can pick up your youngest or your grandkid and run around with the kids. No excuses whatsoever. And I don't work out because I want to impress anybody. I don't work out because I want to, what the workout, you got to look certain ways. I work out because this body that I'm in, I feel like it's been a blessing to me, and I have to take care of it. And that's the way I look at it. I look forward to go get my client to believe that they can be anything they want to do. Life is short, but in the end, is what you make out of it is what you're going to get. La vie est vraiment difficile, mais quand tu persévères, tu arriveras toujours à tes besoins. Agbe ase sento, wa nke jiro wa olate wa kaka so yo mavo. Ende kwe ko le di l'agbe abere. No soro ko soro me. Elle est vraiment impossible au matière arriver n'inke rodio. But no sok bira o kwike soro ma umere di kwike la ba mi. Amen. And my message to them is, whatever you want to do, everything starts from how you think. If you don't believe in it, it's not gonna happen. But the moment you tell yourself, I'm gonna do this, it's an everyday battle. There are times when I walk by that Burger King, oh, it smells good. But there's consequences. Do I want to eat that and go do that 1,000 push-ups, or don't eat it and go do only 100? It's your choice. I'm really looking forward to see what we're going to bring to LA. Not just LA, New York, Miami, bring it all day. And the bottom line is, we got to go home too. Don't forget, we're going to Africa. I'm looking forward to that Battle of the Bulge. Excuse my accent. we got to save a spot for Africa too. So just let me know. I get everything set up. Just come and do your seminar. We're gonna get everybody ready. We're gonna move on Africa. All right, we got it on.